If you guys are with white women, like the German white women, you do things, you show up in ways that you would never show up for a black woman.
When it comes to relationship, when it comes to black men being in a relationship, people are saying that a black man treats other women in other races better than when they are dating black women. For example, a white woman, if a black man is dating a white woman, he kind of treat her way special, make her feel like a princess, try to do some things that he would naturally not do if he's dating or if he's married to a black woman. And women are asking black men, like, why is it like that? I saw this video and decided to share with you all today. Let me go ahead and roll this for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
If you guys are with white women, like the German white women, you do things, you show up in ways that you would never show up for a black woman. You guys are out here walking dogs in freaking winter. Things that if I have a dog as a black woman, I ask you to walk my dog, are you doing it? Probably not, because then I'm asking for too much. You guys will go to all lengths, like you'll be doing all the shopping, you'll be doing this and that. You will be showing up in a way that it's very highly likely that you won't show up like that for a black woman, because if you do, you will be complaining, saying you're asking for too much.
Yeah.
So what is that about? So is it that we're asking for too much, or you just see us as lesser than whatever, and you just decide that we don't deserve much?
I know this question is asked directed to black men, and I kind of not have a lot of male watching my videos. I think I'll just have like maybe less than 10% of male that watch my video, but then I know some of them watch it. But then, as a woman watching this video, why do you think black men always treat other women like white women? They treat them special. Like when it comes to walking dogs, you see them doing the things that they will not do, the little things. These things are not very like a big deal, right? It's a normal thing you do when you love somebody, when you want to care for somebody, when you want to, make somebody feel special. But then when they want to do it for a black woman, they see it as, I'm a man, I'm not supposed to do something like that, or I am your head, or I am this, or they just feel like I can't do this. Or probably you see a black man cooking, is the one that does the cooking in the house and is married to the black woman. You see the family of the black man saying, oh, you've been jazzed, you've been, you're not supposed to be doing something like this. A woman is supposed to be doing something like this. But then if it was the other way, they see it as, oh, so romantic. Oh, you're very romantic. Why is it like that? I just have a few reactions to share with you, or a reaction from a man and a reaction from a woman. So let's go ahead and watch these videos together, and I'm back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
You guys are with white women, like the German white women.
Stop comparing yourself to other races of women. When you ladies go to this podcast, they don't tell you the truth. The truth is, we black men don't owe you black women anything. We don't owe you anything. We can do what we like. The same way you people came out and said, we don't need men, we don't need black men. Yes, we are okay with it, and it's a very great idea. Okay? So, I have the option, the choice to do whatever I want to do. So if you are not okay as a black woman around me, you can leave. No one is stopping you. No one is asking you to stay. You can leave. You have the option. Okay? It's my choice to treat the white woman the way I like. Okay? So if you are not okay with it, you can leave. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. That should be the point.
Show up in ways that you would never show up for a black woman.
As a black woman living in Europe for some time, I've had this conversation with multiple people. I've seen it on the internet, and I have another angle. So I just want you guys to listen, but with a very open mind. Every time I hear we black women complaining about our black men dating outside of our race and doing the most for those women, I always take a step back to really evaluate where this my feeling is coming from. Because based on observation that I have personally made, I think they do these things because to these women from these other cultures, it is a requirement for a man to go above and beyond for a woman. It's not the same in the black culture. And I know already somebody is typing, comments and saying, oh yeah, probably, it's they self-hate and first of all, those who have self-hate and other psychological issues, why they date those people, that's another thing. But if you're just going to make a blanket statement, white women especially grow up being told that they are the princess and the world owes them. And everybody has to bend backwards to make sure that they are comfortable. That's why the currents of this world, any little thing they are crying, there's nothing as powerful as a white woman's tears. And they're as fake as it comes. But they are believable because that's how they have grown up knowing that they're entitled to things. We in the black culture, especially, let me speak of Africa, we grow up as women being told we need to serve men. You grow up serving your parents, your dad, you serve your uncles, you serve your male cousins, you serve your brothers, your male neighbors. Every time there's an event, you rarely see in an event where a black man is serving people. It's normally the women. How then does a man who has grown up in a family or in a culture where the father is never present, or he's present but is not doing anything at home, has multiple side chicks, has baby mamas left, right, and center, and the mother still stays? How do you think a man like this growing up will have respect for black women? Because of what he has seen. And I know we have gone to school and we need to do better and sort of have a better experience than what our parents have. But also our upbringing shapes who we are as people. Because most of us as black women, first of all, our culture, especially Africans, our culture supports polygamy. And it's normally one-sided. We grow up normalizing a man having multiple women. And most of us also normalize being in relationship with married men, having children for married men, sleeping with other people's boyfriend, because after all, it's in our culture. We also don't try as much to do better because this is what we have normalized as a society. So men in this culture, we will never see us as better and do great stuff for us or go above and beyond, because for us, our standards are too low. And I know this is something we don't want to hear, but we also have played a part. Our culture has played a part in how our men have, treated us. And I see this a lot in America, yes, but we in Africa, we also have the same thing where men sort of go through the world looking at women as second-class citizens. Like in some cultures in Africa, a woman can never speak. A woman cannot address a man while standing. A woman can never be in leadership position. How do you expect men like this to grow up and be husbands and be fathers and look at these women and respect them and treat them as people? Yet what they have been conditioned subconsciously when they were growing up is women are a second-class citizen. When you look at the European way of living, their men actually sort of afraid of the women because of how the women have been brought up. And even siblings, like a brother and a sister, the way a brother treats a sister is very different. It's very, very different. For us, most of the time, we have grown up with this kind of resentment because we feel like the boys are favored and they're let loose. We as the girls, the parents are super strict on us. We can never go out. We can never party. We don't have freedom. But the men are just, moving around and picking up all sorts of bad manners. But for them, how they bring up the boys, sometimes also they bring up their children like that, their daughters. So their daughters grow up knowing, if my brother can treat me this nice, my father treats me this nice, my father treats my mother this nice, buys her flowers, they go on vacation, their fathers cook and clean and take care of their home, the men will grow up to do the same. That is my number one statement. Number two, and this is a statement that I've always stood by. when a man loves a woman, there's nothing he can't do. You see these things that you complain that black men do for other women and other races and they don't do for black women. There are black men that are doing those things for black women. When a man likes a woman, there is nothing he cannot do for him, the woman he loves, whether he's black, Asian, Arabic, whatever. Even the things that they have been told not to do by society. If he loves you, he will do it. So also we as black women, let's normalize dating men who also want us, who like us, who like darker skinned black women. Because let's call it as it is, most of the time, people who are on the receiving end of these bad treatments are a little bit darker skinned black women. The lighter ones might be nicer. So let's normalize dating people who like us and also observe somebody's character. Ask how somebody grew up and their upbringing, because that has shaped who he is as a person. If he hasn't gone to therapy to address his own childhood issues and tried to sort of heal. But this narrative of us black women being sort of angry at black men dating women from other races, we need to end it, because at the end of the day, first of all, it's a preference. Somebody chooses to love who they want to love. And I don't think black men as well have an issue with us dating outside of our race than we have when they date outside of race. So I don't know what you guys think, but this is my opinion. Our culture has shaped our black men and shaped us. And that's why in our community, when a man goes above and beyond, it always looked at, there must be something this woman has done to him, but this is not normal. And even other black men will start picking on you, saying, oh, your woman is the one wearing pants in the relationship. How dare you do this thing for your woman? Even your fellow men will be picking on you. So how will that be normal? While in the other cultures, a man cooking, cleaning, walking a dog, bathing a baby, changing diapers, going to parent-teacher conference is normal. So please, we as black people, let's address our own issues as black women especially, so that we're not triggered when our men are doing other things for other women. Okay? Let's also find men who can do these things for us, whether black, green, Chinese, or whatever. But just remember, our cultures have shaped who we are and our upbringing. But I don't know what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments.
The reaction from the man is saying that we should leave him alone or leave them alone, because we are saying we don't need them. So whatever they do with other races is their business. So I kind of feel like they accept that that is what they do. I kind of see that they accept that that is what they do. And sometimes when I see some interracial relationship online, and I kind of see that the man is kind of shrink, like he's not so, I don't know how to put it in words, but I kind of feel like he's hiding, because the woman is one that, kind of control the whole relationship, which doesn't happen when it's the other way, when it's a black man and a black woman. You see the man trying, I see these things online, even if I don't see it like physical, but I kind of see it online, I kind of see the relationship, because sometimes I kind of watch relationships, interracial relationship, man and woman and all of that. The men, the way they kind of treat those women is so nice. And you see them, most of them are not always so satisfied, because most of the time they might go ahead and cheat on those women with a black woman, because they always want to be with a black woman. Anyways, I feel like this is real. I feel like even in movies, you see them acting into movies that these black men always treat black or white women way better than black men. But then the woman that stitched the other video, I kind of agree with her. I feel like it all comes from the origin. It all comes from the way we were brought up. It all comes from the way they treat us in our society. When it comes to men, black people kind of put men high up there, and when it comes to women talking in a society, we don't have a say, right? Most of the time we don't. It's just now that women are waking up and trying to have conversations. But before now, in relationships, women take a lot of BS from these men, like especially black women. We kind of endure. We see suffering as love. We see love as suffering. We see that if a woman is not suffering in a relationship, she's not in love or the man does not love her. You see even family members, even your mom, even everybody trying to see that, oh, if you're suffering is equals to love. And these men are seeing it and they're like, okay, this is how we should treat this kind of women. But then they see other races as how they treat their daughters, their women, very special. I'm not saying all of them in the race, but then majority, they kind of treat them special. Even see them in the movies, see them everywhere. Like, it's way different with the way black women are being treated, if that makes sense. I feel like black women are not well appreciated enough than other races. So that is why their men will not, or our men will not appreciate us. But then I feel like right now, I feel like that was then anyway. Right now, if black men feel like they want to go meet the white women to date them, or they feel more happier with them, they should go. They are free to go, because even now black women are actually going for white men now. Most videos I see now on my For You page is how to get a white man. I'm like, okay, things are actually turning and tables are, it's not like they don't go for white men before, but now I feel like they're more focused on, and some black women are like, they don't even want to date black men because they don't like the way they treat them and all of that. In fact, women are not even going for dating anymore. Either you're white or you're black. Or they don't even want to be with you anymore, to be honest. They just want to be alone and just be happy alone, because even both the white and the black, they don't treat women well. But at least I feel like there's levels to it when it comes to the race. What do you all think about today's video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. And thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your favorite girl again, Maria Davis. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And please turn on the post notification bell to get notified as soon as I upload another interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.